So you're staring down a TExES exam and want to understand it better. A lot of us have been there, and it's always helpful to break down test scores so we know what to prioritize. I'm Loretto from 240, and I'm here to help. The TExES Examinations of Educator Standards, or TExES exams, cover a wide range of topics to ensure that aspiring teachers have the skills and knowledge to succeed in Texas public schools. We'll go over everything you need to know about TExES scoring, including how the TExES is scored and the score needed in order to pass, how long it takes to receive scores, what happens if you have to retake it, how to interpret a score report, and we'll wrap up by discussing how challenging you can expect the TExES to be for you. Knowing how a TExES exam is scored is one of the easiest ways to increase your confidence and improve your performance. So let's start there. It's important to know what you absolutely need in order to pass. This can help you create a study plan and manage your time on test day. In order to pass, you'll need a score of 240 points. Yeah, so the reason 240 is named 240 is because that's the passing score that we want all our customers to achieve. Okay, back to the nitty-gritty. All TExES exams are scored on a scale of 100 to 300 points. The minimum score you need to pass is 240 points, just like our name. And finally, your best strategy is to select the best answer for every question. There is no penalty for incorrect answers, so it is better to guess than to leave answers blank. A strategy we recommend is to jot down which questions you're unsure of, so you can revisit them if or when you have the time remaining at the end of your test. Time management will be key to test day. Next up, how many questions can we miss on our TExES exam? Not that we're planning to miss a bunch of questions, but it's often helpful to know our limits. Unfortunately, the state doesn't give us an easy answer to this question. There is no way for you to determine how many correct answers you need to pass your TExES exam because there are several versions of each exam, and each version contains different questions. Additionally, the questions on each version vary in difficulty and are weighted differently depending on that. Therefore, the number of answers you need to get right to pass one version of an exam might vary slightly from the number needed to pass another version. But that also means that the hardest questions are going to impact your score a little less. So don't sweat it if you miss a couple of those really tough ones. After we take the test, how long will we wait in anticipation? Good news! They won't take that long to turn around. TExES score reports are released within 7 days following the test date for most exams. Score reports for exams that include a constructed response, or essay prompts, are released within 28 days. Score report dates for individual test dates can be found at the TExES Examination Program Score page by navigating to the Score Report Dates section. But what about if we need to retake the test? How long will they make you wait before you can go back and try again? The retake policy for TExES exams is a 30-day wait period and a maximum of 5 attempts per exam. This means that you can register at any time for a retake appointment as long as the new test date is at least 30 days after the date you receive the results for the failed exam. The 5-attempt maximum includes the initial test plus 4 retake attempts. Okay, now here's a big one. How do I interpret my TExES scores when I get my results back? TExES score reports are presented in different formats with multiple sections: total test performance, performance by domain, performance by competency, holistic scores. However, you may only receive a score for total test performance depending on the exam. Total test performance shows either passed or not passed. Pass exams are those that receive a scaled score of 240 or higher. Scaled scores mean that different versions of the same exam are all scored in a comparable manner. The total test performance is the only section of the score report that shows whether you passed or failed the exam. Performance by domain shows how well you performed in major content areas called domains. The ratio of correctly answered questions to the total number of scored questions in each domain is listed in the Performance by Domain section of the TExES score report. There is no pass, not pass designation for domains. Performance by competency shows how well you performed in subsections of major content areas called competencies. The ratio of correctly answered questions to the total number of scored questions in each competency is listed in the Performance by Competency section. Holistic scores are provided for exams with constructed response components. These responses are scored by selected professionals and experts in each subject area. Holistic response scoring varies between individual exams. Finally, let's circle back to how hard this will be for you, the test taker. Of course, it's not a straightforward answer. TExES exams test the knowledge and skills required for an entry-level position as an educator in Texas public schools. There is a wide range of passing rates on the TExES, depending on the exam. No matter the pass rate, the cost of failure is too high. You can use our TExES practice test and prep guides to create your own study plan. Or if you want full confidence you can pass, get a subscription to our TExES study guides. Get started today by clicking the link.